Okay, hello everyone. Once again, I'm going to try to keep this short. I know I've said that before, but I want to try to keep this short. So, this is our second, possibly third crime for the month of March 2023. This takes place Wednesday morning. It's the 15th. This starts at basically 7:06. I'll tell you what's going to happen because I'm just going to fast forward it. So, there's a guy in a late model BMW 7 Series that's parked in front of the building, and he's waiting for someone to leave the building. And when someone pulls out, he pulls in. He pulls towards the back of the garage, pulls into an empty space. He gets out, pops his trunk, and starts pulling out a big, like, car cover or tarp or whatever. Now, in the meantime, all kinds of tenants are coming and going. Nobody's paying attention, and no real reason why they should. After all, it's daylight. It's almost 8 a.m. and it's a nice big car, and who gives a damn? So anyway, as people are coming and going, this guy ends up taking the covers off of one motorcycle and almost two others, but they were connected. He disappears off camera and reappears with one small dark object and a four-wheel dolly. I don't know where that came from. No one's reported it yet. Then he goes to one of the entries to the lobby, which the door was left open. So he goes straight in, straight to the lobby, looks around at some business cards and literature that's on the desk. He takes a few CDs. Now, there was a tenant's name on one of the business cards who lives in the building. Later on, when I confronted this guy, he said that his wife lived in the building. I said, "What's her name?" He gave me the name that was on the business card, but I knew better. I kind of let it go and played it off and disappeared and went and took care of a few situations that I needed to take care of, and ran back down there to confront this guy or to see what was going on. By that time, he had already entered the building, took the elevator, walked all three floors with a small pry bar, and opened up a couple of small closet-sized storage lockers. He ended up taking a huge black hefty bag full of belongings, drugged them back down to the garage, sat them over by the gym, and went and got in his car. As he was leaving, I actually confronted him and told him, "Hey, look, I think you're dirty. I don't believe your story, man. Your story's full of holes." And he kept telling me, "Oh, dude, you don't know what's going on. Everything's good. Don't worry about it." So he continues to try to stuff this bag of goodies into his car in the driveway. And the whole time I've got my camera phone on him, and he tells me, "Look, I know you're recording me, but you're making a mistake or whatever." So basically, let me try to get through this real quick. So here we go. I got a tenant pulling out, and I'm going to fast forward here. And there's our BMW right there. As I said, he tries to find a parking spot. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward here. And this is at 7:07. He was down there until about 7:40. So I'm going to try to get through this quick. This guy's about in his 30s, late 30s or whatever. Pretty cleanly dressed or whatever. Now, when I approached this vehicle, it was stuffed. It was stuffed with backpacks, luggage, knickknacks, paddywhacks, all kind of bone. Who knows? There wasn't room to do shit. So you see there's people up in the upper left-hand corner that are going and getting in their car. So he's still sitting in his car. And as I said, there's families. They're taking their kids to school. There's people coming and going. This guy's just sitting in his car. I'm fast forwarding even faster here. Now he walked all the way over to the other side of the garage. He was looking around. He found a four-wheel dolly object. I don't know what he got into or where. I couldn't really see because it was off camera. Opens up, and he went to the back for some reason. I think he's just looking around to see who's around. And there he's trying to get the covers off of the motorcycles, and they were latched on. There he's pulling out, I don't know what he was doing there. Some long cylindrical items. I don't know, tent poles, fishing poles, I don't know, whatever. There's a can that he threw out right there. He's got his fingerprints on it. Doesn't matter. I got his license plate. So he stuffs everything back in there. Now, for anyone to see this in daylight in the middle of the morning, no one's going to think anything of this. You know, this is stuff that's laying down right here that he's taken from somewhere else. And here's someone leaving right here. Oh, he went and got the can, he dropped. Now he walks to the other side while this person pulls out. You got another group of people in the upper left-hand corner here that are pulling out. He's over in the trash room, I believe, now. Now it's 7:34. People on both sides of this clown are pulling out. Now, this guy makes his way into, oh, I think I already missed that because the door right up here is open to the lobby. So he let himself into the lobby. He walked round and round. I'm still fast forwarding here. Like I said, he went from floor to floor until he found something in one of the storage lockers. Now, he took a business card from the lobby. When I asked him his name, he gave me the name of the person who's on the business card. Pretty smart. But again, as he was leaving, I told him, I approached him and I said, I think you're dirty. Yeah, I think you're full of shit. And he kept telling me, no, bro, everything's all right. Everything's cool. You know, you're making a mistake. And I was pointing my cell phone at him and he goes, I know you're recording me and everything, but you know, everything's cool and everything. You don't have to worry about a thing. So, and there he is right there, dragging. He came off the elevator. I'm sorry, I already missed it, I think. Here he is right here. He's real shifty. He's got his bag full of goodies. Looking around, again, you look at the clock, it's 7:47. Enters the garage, starts to head towards his car, but then decides to go over to the gym, put the bag of crap right there, pushes on the office door, storage locker. The gate's opening, so he tries to enter the gym, but he can't. So he walks around while this person comes in. And as that person is pulling in, he makes his way back to the car. So that tenant walks away. Someone else just pulling back in, right in front of him. And again, nobody's going to really give this guy a second look. And I don't blame anyone. You know, it's like, this isn't 3 o'clock in the morning. And even if it was, so he's just sitting there killing time right now. It's 7:52. So he's been down there since basically 7:10. So he was there for a while. But remember, he was upstairs too, going through or trying to enter some storage lockers. I'm sure he pried them open. They're just simple door locks, and there was nothing in them. I believe this is when I came out and I saw, you know, somebody milling about down there, which I found suspicious because I didn't recognize the car or him at a distance. So I approached him, and that's when I asked him, you know, so what's going on? And he told me, well, it's raining. My wife wrecked my truck. I'm using her car to, you know, to help her move a bunch of stuff. And I said, what's your wife's name? And he gave me a first name. What's her last name? You know, he didn't know anything. And so I just sort of played it off. And like I said, I went away. So now it's 8 o'clock. He's just standing there. I don't know what he was doing. He had some cell phone cords hanging around his neck. Oh, I screwed up there. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, well, basically, I tried to fast forward, and he had already, in doing so, left. Elvis has left the building, so sorry about that. But again, what happened is he started pulling out, and I told him to pull all the way forward, and the gate will open, and it'll let you out. So he pulls almost all the way out, but then he had to come back and get the bag that he left sitting by the by the gym, and that's when I told him, I said, you know what, I think you're dirty, and whatever. And he says, look, I know you're recording me, and but there's nothing going on here. So long story short, I got his license plate number. I got him. I got good photos of him and everything. But the police told me when they responded that whoever lost property would have to do a police report. And with that police report, then with the license plate number that I got, they could do something to him. But as it is now, they can't, not unless somebody makes a report. So that's what happened here. Unfortunately, this guy got away with it, which makes me wonder that everything that was in his vehicle, all the crap that he had, was it his stuff that he's actually living out of his car, or what is he just going from building to building and taking as much stuff as he can get his hands on? So it's one or the other. So anyway, once again, don't leave anything in your vehicles. And, I don't want anybody to be profiling or, scrutinizing your neighbor or whatever, but get to know your neighbor, get to know people and do what you can. I was backing up here while I was talking. So here's the guy. Basically, I had the camera pointing at him the whole time. And it was really funny because when he was loading up this car, he was really fighting to stuff the bag of goodies in there. And I basically walked him out. So the whole time I just kept saying, you know what, I think you're full of shit. I think you're dirty. And he's like, had I known, to be honest with you, when I walked him out here, had I known, and anybody that knows me, I would have made him pay for all of that right there. I don't know if anybody knows what it costs to replace the windshield or any glass for that matter on a BMW. But anyway, there's a Mercedes bag that he's got in there. But you see all this stuff. This is all luggage and stuff. This could be stolen, or this could all be his stuff. But basically, I was videotaping him the whole time. And if you see how full his car is, you can just see this guy's, that's one busy beaver. So there you go. Sorry for, once again, a long video. Hopefully everybody learns something from this. Stay on top of things best you can. Guard your grill, that sort of thing. All right, good luck, everyone.